Right now, there are 38 trillion bacteria living inside your body. They are not passive. They are active. And they influence how you feel, every single day. If you wake up tired, if your stomach feels heavy after meals, if your mind feels foggy in the afternoon, the real cause might not be stress. It might not be aging. It might not be hormones. It might be your gut. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people damage their gut, every single day, without realizing it. But here's what changes everything. Your gut can begin improving in just a few weeks. And what you feed it this week can change how you feel next month. Before we go further, this video is educational only and does not replace medical advice. Now let's talk about why this matters more than most people think. Your gut does much more than digest food. It talks to your brain. It trains your immune system. It regulates inflammation throughout your body. Imagine this. You eat breakfast. Within minutes, your gut bacteria begin responding. They release signals. They influence immune cells. They affect hormones. They even help regulate chemicals linked to mood. This is not theoretical. This is happening inside you, right now. When your gut becomes unbalanced, the symptoms don't stay in your stomach. They show up as fatigue, brain fog, skin irritation, mood swings, low motivation. And most people treat these as separate problems. But they may share the same root. About 70% of your immune system lives in or near your gut. That means your gut is not just digestion. It is command central. And command centers must be protected. Your gut lining works like a protective wall. When your bacteria are balanced and diverse, that wall stays strong. But when diversity drops, tiny gaps can begin to form. Think of bricks slowly disappearing from a wall that protects your bloodstream. Now here's where things become serious. When that barrier weakens, small bacterial fragments can slip through. Your immune system reacts immediately. And that reaction creates inflammation. Not dramatic. Not painful. But constant. Low grade. Silent. This type of inflammation has been linked to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and autoimmune conditions. It doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly. Meal by meal. Day by day. And this is where most people go wrong. They assume repairing the gut requires extreme diets or expensive supplements. But science says something very different. Let's talk about one molecule that changes everything. When beneficial bacteria digest fiber, they produce protective compounds. One of the most important is called butyrate. You don't need to remember the name. But you need to understand what it does. It strengthens your gut lining. It reduces inflammation. It signals your immune system to calm down. It even supports metabolic balance. Now here's the problem. Most adults eat less than half the fiber their gut actually needs. So the bacteria that protect you are starving. And the bacteria that thrive on processed foods are multiplying. Let's start with the foundation. Prebiotic fiber. Prebiotic fiber is fuel for beneficial bacteria. Without fuel, good bacteria weaken. And harmful strains begin to dominate. It really is that simple. Research shows that increasing fiber intake can improve gut diversity within weeks, not years. And diversity matters. A diverse microbiome is more resilient. More resilience means more stability. More stability means less inflammation. Now let's make this practical. Garlic, onions, oats, lentils, flax seeds, leafy greens. These are not exotic foods. They are accessible. And consistency matters more than perfection. But fiber is only part of the story. In 2021, researchers followed 2 groups for 10 weeks. One group increased fiber. The other added fermented foods. Simple foods. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut. Just 1 serving per day. The results were powerful. The fermented food group reduced 19 inflammatory proteins. 19. Their microbiome diversity also increased significantly. Now pause for a moment. That's 1 serving per day. Not a radical diet. Not restriction. 1 addition. And here's what most people miss. Your gut responds to patterns. Not occasional effort. The third category may surprise you. Polyphenols. These are plant compounds found in foods many people already enjoy. Inside your gut, they selectively support beneficial bacteria. They increase production of protective compounds, including butyrate. Blueberries, green tea, extra virgin olive oil, even dark chocolate, 70% or higher. Small additions. Meaningful long-term effects. Now let's zoom out. Individual foods matter. But patterns matter more. The Mediterranean dietary pattern combines fiber, fermented foods, polyphenols, and healthy fats. Research consistently links this pattern to higher microbiome diversity and lower inflammation. Not because of one superfood, but because of synergy. Now let's talk about what damages your gut. Ultra-processed foods reduce microbiome diversity. Artificial additives can disrupt bacterial balance. Poor sleep can alter gut bacteria within days. Chronic stress disrupts the gut-brain connection. Repeated antibiotic use can reduce diversity for months. But here is the hopeful part. Your gut adapts faster than you think. Feed it well, and it begins repairing itself. Often within 2 to 4 weeks. Many people notice less bloating in the first week. More stable digestion in the second. More consistent energy by week 3. And clearer thinking by week 4. This isn't magic, it's biology responding to better inputs. Prebiotic fiber fuels protection. Fermented foods introduce beneficial microbes. Polyphenols strengthen resilience. And healthy patterns amplify everything. Your gut is not your enemy. It is your ally. If you support it. Start small. Add 1 high-fiber food tomorrow. Add 1 fermented food this week. Replace 1 ultra-processed meal. Stay consistent. Because your gut is listening. And when you feed it right, it starts working for you. For more on health, subscribe now.